welcome to Kingdom of Honor Does Pop Culture. I'm your host, Zan Manchi Sabuji, my good buddy, the Honorable Jeff, with me, and he summed it up best, I think, when he said, "What the fuckity fuck."
The funny thing is that's my description. Literally, that's my
Yeah,
description. What in the fucking fuck was that?
yeah,
Seriously.
yeah, and we're talking about Warrior Nun, this the last 5 episodes of the first season, and so basically the second half of the first season, and um, it ends on the cliffhangerist thing ever.
It, it
It's
that
it's 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 completely insane.
well, and it's like I told you, that is how you end the second to last episode of a season, not end a season. You do not end a season like that. Plain and simple.
Well, I think the season finale had to be the big revelation that, as I predicted, Father whatever his name is, Father Victor, was that what his name was?
Vincent.
Vincent was the bad guy, and Pope Toretti was the. I'm not gonna say good guy, but he was the one that was actually supporting the order, not Father Vincent.
Yeah,
So.
but I still have issues with the way he was supporting the order.
Oh
But,
yeah, I mean no, yeah, I
you
mean you
know,
can certainly dispute the way he's supporting it, and him sending some of the more experienced nuns to other things, but we and he was definitely misguided in doing that, and trying to make them a more aggressive order than they had been in the past. But he's still doing what he feels is best, and not trying to side with the devil, um, or a devil like Father Vincent is. So.
well, and it's hard to tell, is he really a devil? And if he is a devil, why did he bring that so they could see other Okay, guys, we got to
Well,
back up.
well, I'm
Let's
guessing that
back let's back up and
I'm
get to it.
guessing what are they called? The Tarasques? I'm guessing
Terex.
whatever terrorists. So I'm guessing whatever the terrorists that we saw as demons are actually the angels, and or the closest thing there are to angels, and he's carrying. And the reason why they were after the halo so bad is because it actually belongs to one of their number and not to Adriel.
Right. And that's, there's two things, and I think we should back up and just go back to episode 6. Because episode 6, like last week I talked about it, and I was like,
I loved episode 6.
it,
I
ep,
loved it.
episode 5 when it ended, I hadn't seen 6 and 7, so you were kind of a little ahead of me, kind of like I was with you in Skeleton Key, or the locks, or Lock and Key, whatever the hell it was. Anyway, um, when I got
Let's
to
never
episode,
let's never watch the Skeleton Key and cover that.
can we? Because I actually like that movie.
Isn't that the one with Josh Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's
It's
okay, but it's not
bad.
something.
It's not, I mean, it's
It's
not
something.
great.
It's something that's want to spend another hour and a half watching and another half an hour covering. So,
You made me watch that Last Days of American Crime. I think you can watch Skeleton Key.
uh, we didn't know how bad that was when we watched it, and you made me watch goddamn Island.
Hey, Island wasn't horrible.
It was to me.
All right, fair enough. It actually really was. After I see this and saw good television, I'm like, that sucked.
Okay.
Anyway,
And yeah, episode 6, you started talking about it, and I just want to say that that was probably my favorite episode of the series, just because we got such a like a personal look at both Sister Mary, or Shotgun Mary, I should say, and Ava,
yep.
and that village, and Ava like discovering who she wants to be with her life, and I just absolutely love that episode.
I really liked that one, and I really liked episode 10, Sans the ending. But if you look at the first 50 minutes of episode 10, there was a lot of. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it was episode 9.
I was gonna say it. I thought
Bef
9 was better.
yeah,
So.
before they got into Adriel's tomb, when there was all this self-discovery about Ava, and she was really becoming the person that she needed to be through the whole episode, and she's getting the advice from Beatrice and Mary and doing everything they need to do. It was, I think that and episode 6 were my two favorites. Now, backtracking. I hated, well, I didn't hate. They were good. They were just not on the level that I wanted through the first 5 episodes. They were dramatic, they had their moments, they were progressing a story. But when I'm looking at a show like Warrior Nun, I'm expecting Arrow. and I'm expecting 4 to 5 fight scenes a show and a little more comedy, a little more action, and so on. And I didn't get that through the first 5 episodes. But once episode 6 hit, I was done. That was the best show ever. That was an amazing show from that point forward. Everything about it I loved. And guys, by the way, spoilers if you haven't caught that already.
Yeah, and you know one thing I really liked about episode 9 is we kind of found out a little bit more what was going on with Lilith,
Hmm.
and where and it seems like she's either being possessed by a terrorist slash angel, or she's becoming one, and I think that's really awesome.
Well, and then in episode 10, when we finally discovered that the reason why, or the divinium or whatever that they've been chasing forever was
Yep.
because of the Tarisk. That was,
Right.
it's the bones of the Tarisk.
Yep.
That was one of the probably the biggest revelations I've seen in a long time. And when I saw that, I was like, what the hell? Seriously?
Yeah, that was amazing. And
I mean, even
one thing I want to say before, while I'm thinking of it, and before we move too far on, and I forget, is I really liked how the very first episode, the way it opened up, there was that kind of that love story between Shannon and Shotgun Mary.
yep,
And then as the show started progressing, it was kind of like a love story between Ava and JC, even though she really wasn't in love, she was kind of infatuated with him. And then the last 3 episodes, we kind of started getting the feeling that Ava and Beatrice are going to be developing a relationship.
right. Yeah, I got that feeling too. But I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed that JC just disappeared. The last five
Well,
episodes,
and all his crew, I liked all of them.
I mean, eh, the chicks I wasn't a fan of. I mean, the really tall one, I forgive me, I can't remember her name, but the really tall one I kind of liked, but
Giraffe,
the other one, I'm sorry, what?
giraffe. Let's call her giraffe.
Giraffe. Giraffe I liked. Monkey and Fidget I didn't like so much. Wow, Giraffe. This is why I like you.
No, no, I like them all because just like we've talked about on Jessica Jones so often, is they felt like real characters. They felt like
Yeah, that's
real
true.
people. The one, the tall, giraffe, the one that was helping Ava, like pick out her
Oh, good. So you
outfits, and
did actually know
Charlie
which one I was
was.
talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that makes me happy.
She was like really caring and empathetic, and then the other one, was kind of exactly how I think a lot of people would react in that situation. Like, we're kind of being grifters here and moving from place to place. We really have nothing, and you're jeopardizing everything we're doing. So I think we should just get rid of you, and that makes perfect sense to me. You know, so. But the other guy I think kind of is kind of was kind of extraneous.
True.
He really didn't do much. So.
Well, none of them did. That's the problem, is they all just kind of were there outside of JC. And I don't know that JC, to be honest, looking back at the last 5 episodes, how much did JC and that whole crew even add to the story?
Well, I think the idea was they were kind of helping Ava, see like what part of the world would be like, and then she kind of decided to turn away from that and join in with the sister nuns.
But the thing is, she didn't try to turn away until she went to it was Jillian?
Hmm.
Forgive me with the names, but Jillian, and then when Jillian kind of double crossed her, that's when she was like, you know what, the hell with it, I'm going back to the nuns.
Yeah, but still think all of it was part of her journey, though.
Yeah, I guess, in a odd sort of way.
Okay, the her friends' names were Chanel, Randall, and Zori,
I don't know. Oh,
and I
Zori,
and I, and I think
Zori was the evil one, the one
yeah,
that like
right,
lost her shit when she saw him, saw her
right,
again.
right.
Okay,
Chanel was giraffe.
yeah, okay, and
And actually, if you really think
excuse
about
me,
it, Chanel's a great name for a giraffe.
kind of, yeah, I can get behind that. Sorry,
Yeah.
my neighbor's mowing mowing their lawn right now. At least she's not doing it during work time this time. Wait a minute, this is work time.
Yeah, you're getting paid for this.
That I am not.
Oh, was I not supposed? I wasn't supposed to say that. Never mind.
I have never. Wait, once in August of 2018. Nah, I just love this shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would do this.
what, it was like 6.50 each or something.
I
Six
mean,
dollars and fifty cents.
it would be great if we could eventually get paid for this. And by the way, patreon.com/Kingdom of Honor. Please go there and subscribe. Give us a little donation so we can keep this shit going. But honestly, it would be great if we ever got paid for this. But if we never did, I don't care. It's just nice being able to get out my feelings on whatever it is, wrestling or this show or that show or this horrible movie that Shane makes me watch or this awesome movie that I make Shane watch. It's just nice to be able to get that out. So I love doing what I do, which is why I continue to do it. But if you guys want to go over to patreon.com and kick us a little, I'm all right with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, for what we were talking about earlier, this, the way this show ended is we find out that, like I said, Father Vincent is on the side with the quote unquote devil Adriel, and they're about to go after Adriel, and then he just pulls like everybody in the I guess
You got unplugged, dude.
Savannah unplugged it. So, um, the grand, I guess like the grand, I don't know, the grand park or arena or whatever the hell it is in the Vatican, and so all these demons are coming at them, and they all say their thing, which is in this life or the next, and they all say it together, and then Shaka Mir is like, "Fuck that! In this life," and she goes
Right?
running at them and gets buried by like 30 or 50 or something of these demons, and then that's how this.
You got unplugged again, dude.
Like, what the bloody hell?
In the
That's how you're going to
middle,
end the show?
we were about to, yeah, because all I know is when I saw that, all I wanted was I am watching this and I saw that happen when she got buried, and I'm going, I thought there were only 10 episodes. Maybe there's 11. I need to see this ending. Fuck! As I hit the trailer, I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And it's like, this is a dangerous thing because a lot of times shows r- don't renew because the whatever didn't ratings didn't matter or whatever. So when you get into an ending like this, you're running dangerous ground because you are on the verge of pissing off every single one of your subscribers that actually liked that show. That's why most seasons the big payoff is in the second to the last episode, then the last episode is kind of a buffer to end the season.
Yes,
But man, that was I want season 2 here tomorrow. That's how
probably isn't going to be.
no, I don't know. And it makes me sad because I really want to see it.
Yeah, but we really like these shows that only do like 8 or 10 episode seasons and don't have anything like filler episodes in there that drag down the story or are not necessary and make it feel like they're just meandering. But at the same time, when it ends this way, it's very hard to take.
It's funny because
I honestly I really don't think I've ever seen a show end an episode this way or end a season this way, I should say.
it's funny because we complain all the time about how you see a 13 episode season, you're like, ah, I should have ended about episode 10. This one should have been episode 11. Seriously. I have never been so angry when I got done watching a show. It's like, fuck, I just want to see how this turns out. Because it was
The funny thing is that I think that we wouldn't be as like kind of like what the fuck about this if they had just ended with it when they're about to go into the fight. But when it ends with
the
Shotgun Mary being
pylon.
buried, yeah, exactly.
Like, and the whole
Without
Walking
without the
Dead
final
with
10
like
seconds, it'd be
60
fine.
people. I mean, the whole Walking Dead with like 60 people, and I'm watching this and I'm glued to the TV going, all right, she's gonna bust out of this, or Ava's gonna jump in there and use her halo and bust her out of this. And then it ends. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously. Oh,
I thought one of the most badass moments in the entire show happened right before that though, when he's like, "You can't beat me," and they said, "We don't need to.
I just need to
We
give
just
you
need to
seven minutes.
we just need the seven
That
minutes."
that was great. And then Ava shows up. And that's, that's the part I like so much about this show. And like I said, I was down in the first 5 episodes, but that last five and the journey of Ava, and when she started to realize that it's not about her getting that her second chance was more than just a second chance to live her life. It was because she had a purpose. And even in her discussion in the tomb and her realization of Ariel and who Adriel was, it was this like coming of age moment when she finally realized this is who I am. And that's what made that scene, we only needed 7 minutes, made it so much better. Oh, and by the way,
Yeah,
when
because not
that,
only were they buying time, but they knew Ava would be there to have their backs too.
right, but by the way, there was one split second that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it wasn't by like you would expected this out of Beatrice or Lilith, but it was that I think her name was Camille,
Uh, Carmilla, I think.
Carmela. When
Camilla
he,
or
I don't remember honestly, but she was that other nun that came along with them, the one that
yeah,
helped them escape and everything.
yeah,
But
it's Camilla.
Adriel took that arrow out of his arm
Hmm.
and threw it at her, and she caught it and in one motion reloaded the crossbow and fired it again.
Yep.
That was seriously the coolest thing I've ever seen ever in any movie, any TV show, anything I've ever seen. Game, video game, whatever, you name it. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. When she caught that, turned around, loaded it, and shot it again, absolutely the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and you really have to pull that off very well. So it's great. It's great direction to do that, and it's great acting, great camera work because she had to be nonchalant about it for it to pull it off, and she was.
Well, and the fact that it was her, too. I think if that had been Beatrice and the way that she was throughout the whole show and the way that she defeated um, the other Crimson, um, if that had been Beatrice, I would have been like, yeah, it's cool. But the fact that it was that no name, the one that literally didn't show up until episode 8, I think that put that scene over the top to where and I'm not kidding you, when I saw that, I rewound it 4 times to see it again.
Wow.
That's how cool that one moment was. The first time I was like, did I fucking see that? Let's rewind that. The second time it was, holy shit, I didn't see that. I gotta see it again. And then the third time I was like, damn, I gotta see it again. Um, Literally, I rewound that scene 4 times just so I could see how cool that was. Because it was, I don't know if it was a moment. I don't know if it was the character. I don't know if it was just the stunt she did, or if it was a accumulation of all of it. But there was something so cool about her grabbing that, turning around, shoving it in the crossbow, and firing again. That was like that is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That was really cool. The other thing I wanted to mention on about this show is that um, it feels like what happened with Michael was always going to happen with Michael, but at the same
Yeah,
time, we never saw it coming. Um,
true.
the thing is that we should have known. Everything the setup was all there that she wasn't supposed to ever have a kid. Science could never help her have a kid. She did it all on her own.
Yep.
So he was somebody that never should have existed. So it makes perfect sense that he wouldn't be going to heaven. He'd be going to hell in that portal.
It does, but at the same time, at the end of this whole season, is there a heaven? Because the whole and look, believe what you want. I believe what I want. It's good. Heaven, hell, whatever. It can't be one without the other. I get it. But when you're watching this show, and this whole time, it's like one, two, three, four, five, 6 episodes. You're like, oh, heaven, heaven, heaven. Episode 10, it's like, all right, everything we thought about heaven is now a lie. It's all hell. And he's a traitor who stole a something from someone in hell.
Well, we already know from Supernatural that angels are a bunch of assholes anyway.
Well,
So
yeah, I mean,
so I
if
mean it. So for an angel to go from being from and being an asshole in Supernatural to being
don't
like
ruin it for
looking
me. I've only
like
watched 13 seasons of
to
that.
be, to be looking like but my point is they're assholes on Supernatural. So for them to look like demons on this show wasn't that big of a stretch for me. You know.
That is true. Now that you bring it that way, I agree. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, of course you agree because I said it. So yeah, I really enjoyed this show and I can't wait for the next season.
If
You know
they
who
cancel it,
you know well I don't think it's so much as canceling it as when are they going to be able to actually film a second season
are they going to?
because
Though,
because so
that's the thing.
because so many shows have had to delay production on things because of COVID.
Yeah, but they've had so many good shows that they've just been like, whatever. We're not going to do more. Didn't get the ratings. We're not going to do it. That's what I'm afraid of. Because when you end on that kind of cliffhanger, you're going to piss off a lot of people.
Including you apparently.
I know what I said, but ultimately, I've got my shows and I'm still in the Arrowverse and we do this for the show. I'm going to end up keeping it for $15 a month. But man, it is so tempting. If they were to come at me and say, we're not doing season two, I'd be like, fuck you. You're not getting my money anymore.
Sure they wouldn't.
So many streaming services.
Yeah, that's true. Did you speaking of which, did you see that Falcon and Winter Soldier is now delayed indefinitely?
Yeah, I did. I
They had actually
was,
they had been saying for months that COVID wasn't going to affect it. It's going to be air on time,
well,
but and now it's delayed indefinitely.
they weren't going to start actually filming it until September. So honestly, when everything originally happened, they thought it was going to be on time. And then now all this shit is happening again and making it
Because
worse. So
because people can't put because people can't wear fucking masks when they're out in public. It's making it worse. Yes.
yeah, the whole mask debate, I see both sides because I personally don't wear a mask, but I'm also not
Bad
sick.
Jeff.
I'm also not sick. I'm not coughing. I'm not sneezing. I don't have fever. I don't wear it because it makes me claustrophobic. But I guarantee goddamn to you,
But you know what? It doesn't just because you don't have a symptom today doesn't mean you're not going to
right.
have it tomorrow.
And over the last couple of weeks, I've come to that conclusion. And I agree with you for that. And I'm actually saying that to myself. I kept my kid home this weekend, and believe me, I love my kid to death, but 162 hours with him, that's a lot. And the only reason we didn't go anywhere was because of the mask. Because when I go somewhere now, it is me by myself wearing gloves and masks. Plain and simple. And it's because I had my feelings about masks, you know, 7, 8 weeks ago. But now showing any signs of sickness, but I don't know if I am.
No, you don't know, and you don't know somebody else is going to cough on you either.
Exactly. So for that reason alone, I got a mask on every time I leave this house, no matter where I go.
Perfect. I appreciate that. And really, I mean, the stores are starting to
Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Kingdom of Honor. Subscribe. We would really appreciate it if you did. It helps us out, helps us keep all of our subscription going so we can keep doing this. And then, of course, our Twitter. It's at ZanmanLOP, that is him. I'm at RegiCoop, that is me. And use the hashtag DAD and the hashtag KOH. That'll get you to everything we post. What are we going to do next time?
I don't know. It's a very good question.
I mean, I don't want to do a network show. I want to stick with what we're doing on the Netflix, Hulu. You want to do Doom Patrol? I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, we can do Doom Patrol, but the thing with Doom Patrol is, and I told you this before, is I almost think we need to do like a show a night, like watch an episode and then talk about that show because so much happens in every episode.
Yeah, but unless we're going to do that 3 times a week,
I know it's ridiculous.
I don't know.
So
That's fine. I mean, that would take us 10 weeks to finish Doom Patrol.
yeah, so I mean
So,
I think what we might need to do is like actually like have a notebook sitting by us and make notes for the shows while we're watching.
so how about we do 3 episodes?
Okay,
That'll at least make it 4 weeks for season 1? And it's on HBO Max now, right?
it is.
Season 1 is?
It is. Yep, I
Okay,
looked the other day.
so let's start at season 1. Let's do a 3 episode block, and we'll do it every week until we're done.
Yeah, I was almost thinking we should do Titans first, but even though Doom Patrol was introduced in Titans, it's almost like that cameo never really happened. So I don't think we really need to do that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I love both shows, but
No, I do too, but let's
but
let's just
but
start with season 1 of Doom Patrol, and
no,
we'll
no,
roll
right. I
from
mean,
there.
right. I was seeing was like I thought about it and I was like, well, they're introduced in Titans, so would it make sense to do it to do Titans first? But really,
Yep.
they don't ever mention in the Doom Patrol series that they were that they don't even mention the Titans at all, and they don't ever show. And like Beast Boy, goes from Doom Patrol to Titans in Titans, and they don't ever even mention Beast Boy in Doom Patrol show. So it's almost like they don't take place in the same universe. It's really weird.
All I know is I want to watch Doom Patrol. Now, I'm going to leave it to your expert opinion. If you think we should start with Titans, then move to Doom Patrol, I'm fine. If you want to start with Doom Patrol, do it 3 episode blocks, I'm fine. I just want to watch shit because I've heard so much greatness about it that it's like I've literally been foaming at the mouth for like 3 weeks going, I gotta watch this, I gotta watch this. I can't because we're talking about this. I gotta watch. No, we're talking about this now. No, shit, no, another show. I just want to watch Doom Patrol.
All right, let's do Doom
All
Patrol
right,
then.
so let's do it in 3 episode blocks.
Yeah.
Just
So that'd be episode.
because,
So let's start with episodes 1, 2, and 3, just to be different.
all right, that sounds good. And how many episodes are there, by the way?
I think there's 12 in each season.
Oh, that works out perfect. So a month for a season.
Pretty much, yeah.
Remember when we used to do Jessica Jones one by one?
I do.
It's not that bad.
No, I think there's 12 episodes in each season. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but that's what I think it's set up to be.
All right, that works
So,
good. So, Doom Patrol season or episode 1 through 3 of the first season. That's next week. If you want to follow along, by all means watch it because we don't give a shit about spoilers. We're gonna do them. That's on you. Just saying.
um, for those of you who have not seen it yet, that are listening tonight, you're in for a wild ride. You're in for a treat. It is the most amazing show I've ever seen. It's a mind blowing tour de force. It's fourth wall shattering. If you liked Deadpool, you'll love Doom Patrol.
I can't
Just say
wait.
it.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know who Doom Patrol is, just like I didn't, it's kind of like DC's version of the X-Men.
Oh my God,
But
I can't wait. I just need to see this
so,
now.
well, we'll talk about the first 3 episodes on um,
Next Monday.
next Monday.
Yes.
So,
All right.
all right. So
No,
Jeff,
no, this is a
Jeff,
live show. You
Jeff,
have to do the original ending. You
Jeff.
cannot
The other thing
very
is that
no.
I've been looking at like I need to get a tattoo again soon, and
Mm.
I'm trying to figure out like what the best shine down tattoo to get, and a lot of them I've been looking at say it's never goodbye,
I
it's
hate
always
you.
till next time.
I really hate you. 'Cause this is a live show. We need to do the real ending. I need to do my goodbye.
No, we're gonna do the goodbye ending on a
And
big
it's
on us being not being tackled by a pile of demons. That's
the
just the way it is.
the worst part is, as soon as you said shine down, I was like, oh God. That's the worst part of that joke and setup. I knew it where it was going the second you said shine down. All right, guys. Uh, sayonara, I guess, because I can't say goodbye.
No, you can say next till next time.